Do you think you can invoice EU clients without VAT just because they are in another country? This is wrong. Actually, if you make a mistake, the Spanish tax agency could fine you or make you pay the VAT you even didn't charge to your client. In this video, you will learn when you can invoice without VAT in the EU, what the ROI and VIES are and why they matter, how to check if your client is in the ROI, what to include in an intra-community invoice, your tax obligations like the Form 349. And if you wait till the end, we will teach you how to register now in the ROI to be able to start doing invoices without VAT to your clients. Having a client in another EU country does not automatically mean that you can invoice them without VAT. To do it legally, you have to meet 3 requirements. First, both you and your client must be registered in the ROI, Registro de Operadores Intracomunitarios. Second, the transaction must be a sale of goods or services between businesses or freelancers, but not individuals. And the third is that you must correctly indicate it on the invoice, and this is something that people tend to forget. If your client is not in the ROI, you must apply the Spanish VAT. You can't decide on your own to skip it. An example, a software developer in Spain invoices a German company. If the German company is in the ROI, the invoice can be done without VAT. But if the German company is not in the ROI, the invoice has to be done with 21% of Spanish VAT. The ROI, Registro de Operadores Intracomunitarios, and VIES, VAT Information Exchange System, are related but not the same. ROI, Register of Intra-Community Operators, is the register where businesses and freelancers like you in Spain must enroll if they want to carry out invoices without VAT for the European Union. It is requested through Form 036 from the Spanish tax agency, and if you get the approval, you will receive a VAT identification number, which usually is the prefix of your country, like ES for Spain, and the NI number or DNI. The VIES, VAT Information Exchange System, is the European system where intra-community VAT numbers can be verified. If your business is in the ROI, it will appear in the VIES, allowing other EU businesses to check if they can invoice you without VAT. It is used to confirm whether a client is registered in their country and can receive VAT-free invoices. The ROI is the Spanish register, while the VIES is the European database where you can check who is registered. If you are not listed in the VIES yet, it means that you haven't been registered in the ROI and cannot issue VAT-free invoices within the European Union. We want your thoughts, so comment below about problems you may have had with doing invoices with your European clients. Before invoicing without VAT, always check if your client is in the ROI through the VIES website. So you have to go to the official VIES website, select your client's country and enter their VAT number. If it appears as valid, you can invoice them without VAT. If it is not on the list, you must charge Spanish VAT, which could be difficult for them to offset, so probably it is better to ask them before invoicing, just in case they want to make the registration. I'm going to share a tip I always give to my clients. Take a screenshot of the VIES result and keep it on your records, so if you have a tax audit in the future, you can show them why you invoice with or without VAT to your client. If you're going to make a VAT-free invoice to your EU client, don't forget these 3 points. First, your VAT number and your client's VAT number both has to be on the invoices with the rest of the data. Second, the taxable amount, the price of your service or product, has to be included without any VAT in the invoice. And third, a legal note stating reverse charge mechanisms but not applied under the article blah blah blah, we'll show you below, has to be included in the invoice. If this content is being useful for you, give some thumbs up to support our channel. Even if you invoice without VAT, the Spanish tax agency still needs to know about it. That's why you must file Form 349. a report of intra-community transactions. The filing deadlines depends on how much do you invoice. Monthly, if you invoice more than 50k per quarter. Quarterly, if you invoice less than 50k per quarter. And annually, if you invoice less than 1,000 per year. If you don't file it, the tax agency may fine you or suspects tax fraud or something. So if you invoice EU clients, make sure that your gestor is filling your Form 349 because this is mandatory. Subscribe to our channel and we will take you from struggling with papers to mastering all the skills that you need as a foreign freelancer in Spain. We know there are challenges, but we will face them together and level up. If you sell product or services or you are buying them from EU businesses, you need to be registered in the ROI. How? Well, you have to submit the form 036 and check the box 582. This is the one that is at the moment. It can change in the future. You have to wait for the approval of the Spanish tax agency, and this may take a few weeks. During this process, they eventually can send you a letter asking you why you need this registration. Once it's accepted, you will appear in the VIES system and then you can start invoicing without VAT to your EU clients. If you sell digital services in the EU, you should also know about the OSS system, but we will cover that in another video. Okay, paperworker, that's all for now. Remember that Paperwork in Spain is here to support you. Explore our website paperwork.es, where you will find tools, helpful information and services. Keep learning in other of our videos, or till next time, happy paperwork!